Hey everyone, welcome back to Short-Term Rental Cheat Codes. We're going to be talking about cheat code number 5. Devil is in the details. Now, when I say the devil is in the details, this is what I'm talking about. This is finding all those little tiny details that you absolutely need to know when you're finding your short-term rental. There are some things that you're going to look at those comparison properties to look for, and you do not want to miss them. Also, as you are looking at these different properties, you're finding patterns, you're going to be able to recognize what things matter and then how to stand out really efficiently. So the first thing I want to talk about with this is theme. Not every theme is created equal. When you're on Airbnb, VRBO, you're going to see that some properties have an amazing theme. It comes out, it's theatrical, it tells a great story, a good beginning, middle, and end, and all the way through it's consistent. When you have a clear theme, this allows your listing to pop way more than if it just looks pretty. Looking pretty is great, but you want to make sure that it all comes together and that this theme is carried all the way through the entire listing, right? The more consistent you are, the better this whole thing happens, right? So there's one little tip here that I want to make sure that you know when you're dealing with theme. Be very conscientious that you don't get it too kitschy. What I mean by that is having all these tchotchkes, all these random things that make it look disorganized. The more clear you are on your theme and the more simple, the easier it is for someone to say, oh, that's that bee-themed unit, or that's the air balloon unit. The simpler your theme is, the easier it is for your guest to tell someone else, their friends, what the story of the unit is. The easier it is for you to market, and the easier it is for you to say, this is going to be something that will definitely work long-term. So before you move on anything, make sure that your theme is concise, it's simple, and it's something you can it's something that you can make sure is transferred easily to your guest, that they can also tell their friends what they're experiencing. All right, next, when you are doing this, you want to make sure that you're Instagrabby. What I mean by that is the pictures that you have, they're staged well, and your entire listing looks like something that someone would want to put on their Instagram feed. The better you accomplish this, the easier it is for your guests to start marketing for you. So think about not just what goes into your unit, but when you're selecting these units, you want to make sure that you're putting in things that really make sense. So for instance, here's a cool little hack with making things a little more Instagrammy. You want to find furniture, or you want to find pillows, things that stand out, something that's unique. I'm gonna give you one example of a design that I made on my last short-term rental I did with my friend Kevin. We're gonna go to Airbnb so that you can see what this is like. All right, so now we're here on Airbnb. This is our money shot for this listing. The thing that I chose to be Instagrammable for this was this pillow right here. When I saw that pillow in the store, I actually based this entire room on that one pillow because it was something I'd never seen on Airbnb, where instead of having your entire couch just have like a gray background or red or whatever color your couch is, I switched out that middle pillow and put one that had a high bohemian texture on it. And it made this look so much more dynamic than just a gray couch. Now, this was maybe $50. That was it, to make that couch pop and be way different than you see on other listings. But it doesn't have to be expensive to be effective. All right, here's another example. This is in one of my units in South Jordan. We chose these exterior chairs because it promoted a little bit more conversation. Not just conversation from the guest point of view saying, oh man, I love those chairs, they're really cool. But also the way that we staged them in the corners facing the couches allows people to sit down and talk with their family, which isn't that the purpose of doing these types of vacation rentals, so you can connect with your family? Love it. Now, the more clear you are in this theme and the more Instagrammable those ideas are, and the better that you can communicate those ideas to your guests, the more fun it is for them to say, hey, I stayed in this bohemian place in Salt Lake City. It was really clever, and I felt like the coffee theme really came through. It was really cool. Anytime you can be really clear in your theme, the better your marketing is. So that was this place, and I want to make sure that you remember this. If you have things that are Insta-grabby, right? There's something that is not just clever, but unique. It gives your theme some texture, and it allows you to not just find things that work, but things that make your listing pop. Thanks for tuning in.